And so, good morning, everybody. It's Brother Mark welcoming you to our Sunday morning meditation. And so, just inviting you to turn within and be still, inviting you to be comfortable in your place in the chair. Feel yourself supported. Have good posture. You want to keep your back straight, maybe your palms up, resting on your knees. And let's simply become mindful of our breathing. And so inviting you to take an inhale in for a count of 1 and an exhale out for a count of 2. An inhale in for a count of 2, and an exhale out for a count of up to 4. An inhale in for a count of up to 3, and an exhale out for a count of up to 6. Let's take an inhale in for a count of up to 4. And an easy exhale out for a count of up to 8. And an inhale in for a count of up to 5. Easy exhale out for a count of up to 10. And inviting you now to return to your normal breathing pattern. Reminded that the power and the presence, the love, the grace, the divine health and perfect wholeness of God breathes us. It uses us. And so we consecrate this time of sacred stillness and silence, this meditative contemplation, to be a place for the remembering of the I am that I am. To build the spiritual muscle that is within and resides deep within each of us. Some may call it the heart space, or you may, with your breathing, just find it within the body temple. And inviting you to infuse it with love and light intelligence, seeing all needs met, seeing this place in you that has never been nor could ever be hurt or harmed or endangered in any way. See it now in your mind's eye as thicker, broader, bolder, wider, a bigger space. And so with each breath, we infuse this space within us with everything and anything that's for our highest and best good. Only that comes to our mind's awareness, and we infuse it, we allow it, we permit it, consciously and effortlessly, now. And if you're willing, allow for your breathing to take you even deeper, sinking even deeper, perfectly held in the arms of the divine. Perfectly supplied, open, ready, and willing to receive your highest and best good now. And so with each breath, inviting you to breathe in gratitude. And exhaling out gratitude. Grateful for our very breath. And grateful for our very life. Inviting you to bring your conscious awareness back to the body temple. Easily and effortlessly feel yourself held by the chair. You may want to tap your toes to the ground, being certain you can feel the ground. You may want to tap the fingertips together, being certain you can feel the fingertips. And when you're ready and in your own time, allow gently for the outer eyes to open. As you become aware of your surroundings and your space, take a look at yourself, making sure you can see the physical. Being fully present back, open and receptive to the highest and best good, the highest vibration of what has transpired in this time, this sacred and holy time of stillness and remembering. And so inviting us each individually to hold this idea of gratitude as the catchphrase for our day. Gratitude. Gratitude for our very life. Gratitude for our very breath. Gratitude for our very beingness. And so we infuse the energy of gratitude into this morning's continuation of our Sunday experience at CSL Redlands. And I'm sending you now hermetically sealed divine health and perfect wholeness for each of you individually and for all of your loved ones collectively. See yourself in a bubble, a protective bubble that only your highest and best good can reach. And we see this for our spiritual tribe. We know this to be the truth for all the congregants and all the people who find us remotely and click to watch. We see you. We know you. We know that right where you are, God is. Right where you are, God is. Right where you are, God is. And this concludes our meditation portion of service. It's Brother Mark sending you unconditional love and virtual hugs. Kisses too. The service will begin shortly. Namaste. Namaste.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together, we come together in the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other, yeah. Now look at the person next to you, say namaste about you. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, yeah, we come together, oh, we come together in the name of love. We come together, yeah, we come together, oh, we come together in the name of love.
In this final week of October, the team that created our suggested content brings us this compelling quote from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. It comes from a Holmes reader on change, and the words are powerful and important for our times. No greater good can come to you than to know that the power already within you is the power to live, the power to create. Not only to create for yourself, but for others. The power to do good, the power to heal, the power to prosper. You are to realize that the power within you is a divine authority. It is a dispenser of the divine gifts. It is a giver of life, of joy. It proclaims the kingdom of heaven, the harmony of the soul, and the unity of all being. Now, the key words in that are not only to create for yourself, but for others. The power we have to do good, the power we have to reveal wholeness, the power we have to prosper is not for ourselves alone, but also for others. That quote is the bridge between I and we, and it can be the infrastructure of a world that works for all. I live not for myself alone. I love not for myself alone. I create not for myself alone. But because I am inextricably interconnected with all that is, my every prayer, my every revelation, my every expansion into a larger idea of what is possible is for all. We are here by divine appointment. We are here together in right and perfect timing. So let us stand together on this foundation of mutual and unconditional regard. Let us stand together and from this place begin to realize the splendor of life that fulfills the greatest needs and desires, not only mine, but mine for everyone. My blessings to you.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
Good morning, everybody. It's Brother Mark, and I invite you to join me in the opening prayer for today's Sunday service. And so let's do that by taking in a deep breath in through our nose and exhaling out again through the nose or the mouth. And another deep breath in through the nose and a big exhale out through the mouth. And as we breathe in the breath of God. And as we exhale out anything and everything that does not match that perfect breath of God. And as we return to our next breath, we're reminded that this power and this presence, this breath of God that is perfect, whole, and complete is here and now in this place, and it's in this space, it's in me, it is in you. And it is from this place of unity and oneness that I speak a word of blessing this day, this Sunday, October 18th, for our greatest and highest good individually and collectively as a CSL Redlands community, to be made known, to be formed in the flesh right here and right now for each of us individually and for all of us collectively. I bless Reverend Dr. Renee Hart and thank her for our beautiful meditation. I bless our speaker, the beloved senior minister and spiritual leader of CSL Redlands, Reverend Carrie Masters, where she is, God is, and today she is the voice of the divine. She is the voice of God. And so how good it is to bless our musician and musical director, Gilman, and all people who are a part of this service, including David, our technology guru, and everybody who's laid a hand in providing for this service to take place online. And so I know that there's only perfect God and perfect you. I invite you to say that at home. Just say there's only perfect God and perfect me. Perfect God, perfect me. Perfect God, perfect me. Perfect God, perfect me. And so I call forth for every blessing of abundance and prosperity and wealth and cash and money and health and joy and perfect finances and divine right romance and family relationships, divine right housing, divine right employment to find its way to you right here and right now. There's nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting in you. I know that that is true. And so anything that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, your highest expression for your highest and best good, as the masterpiece of the divine, that it slips away with ease and grace. It has no power if it's been blocking your good, right? And as instead, you are a portal for the abundance to pour forth from you right here and right now in a bigger, bolder, brighter, easier, and more magnificent way right here, right now. And so how good it is to speak the word, how good it is to know the truth. And it is simple to know that there's only perfect God and perfect you. There's only perfect God and perfect me. And so I bless our entire board. I bless each person who's a contributor financially to CSL Redlands. I know that everything works together in order and in harmony. And despite any chaos we may see in the world, we are hermetically sealed and protected, indwelled by the truth that God is at hand right here, right now, as our source supply, perfect health and divine intelligence right here, right now. I'm grateful for this word that's been spoken. I declare it as true and so. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can forsake it. It is done. It is complete. I release my word to the law of life and know indeed it is fulfilled right here and right now, simply for my asking, simply for my knowing. I'm grateful. With a thankful heart, I let it be and invite you to say together with me at home, and so it is. Ashe. Aho. Yes.
Our reading for today comes from the Science of Mind magazine in an article that Ernest Holmes wrote in January 1991. It says this: unless we become the living embodiment of love and light, we shall have no justification in saying that God is love and light. Unless we use the freedom we have without abusing it, we shall have no justification in saying that man is the master of his own soul, the creator of his own destiny, and the arbiter of his own fate. But if we can bind ourselves together reverently, in love and compassion, in mutual tolerance and understanding, under the cohesive powers of the universal law of good, and the beneficence of a divine and universal presence, then we shall be able to use the liberty without license, to diffuse unity with uniformity, and to lead the world down the pathway of a new enlightenment. I have a few announcements for you this morning. First, I want to thank Brother Mark for his wonderful message last Sunday while I was vacationing with family in Nevada. It was such a delight to have Brother Mark speak for us again, and I know that he will do that again for us in the future. Thank you. After service today, remember to join us in our Zoom room for some informal conversation and fellowship time. This is a time for us to get together to see how we're doing and to just communicate with each other and connect with each other. So come join us after service in the Zoom room. The link will be in the chat and on your screen. Every Wednesday night, be sure to join our 7 p.m. service with one of our practitioners who guides us in a beautiful meditation and presents an inspirational message for us to enjoy. All of this happens on Facebook Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Our Thursday morning book club group has decided to discontinue meeting for the time being. We're going to start up again in the near future, so stay tuned and we'll let you know when that all starts again. But for now, there are no more meetings of the Thursday morning book club. And be sure to give special notice at the end of my message today to hear about some new and exciting happenings at our center on Zoom that will help us all stay more connected and to stay safe as we are connected. I'm not going to tell you what these new and exciting things are now. You'll have to listen toward the end of my message. Enjoy today's service, and we'll see you afterwards in our Zoom room.
Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build me a mountain of love, least I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try. Gonna build me a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up the mountain slope. Gonna build a daydream, gonna see it through. Gonna build a mountain and a daydream, gonna make them both come true. Gonna build a heaven from a little hell. Gonna build me a heaven, and I know darn well, if I build my mountain of love with a lot of care, take my daydream up the mountain, heaven will be waiting there. When I build that heaven, as I will someday, and the Lord sends Gabriel to take me away, wanna find young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the Lord's good grace. Wanna find young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the Lord's good grace. Gonna build a mountain of love, overflow my fountain of love. Gonna build a mountain of love.
Good morning. I'm so happy that you're here with us this morning at the Center for Spiritual Living in Redlands. We are winding up our series on cosmic connections. Today we're talking about building relationships, building bridges of relationships that last and stand the test of time. Last week we talked about forgiveness and how important forgiveness is for our healing in order to keep those relationships strong and to keep ourselves strong. Today, we're talking about the relationships that we bring together when we share our love from our heart to another and from theirs to ours, and how we build those relationships is really important. I found a wonderful quote. I don't know who said it, but I want to read it to you this morning. It says this: think of the world's oldest bridges. What makes them last through the test of time? A good foundation, the right materials, an engineer inspired to build something that will last for centuries. The same can be said for building lasting, heartfelt, and healthy relationships. Building bridges that last is the process for creating sustainable, collaborative, community relationships and partnerships, and building a bridge for a world that works for everyone. Absolutely. It is important for us to remember that we are the ones who are here to help build those bridges of lasting, collaborative, harmonious, joyful relationships. Ernest Holmes talks about the unity of life in one of the statements that we make in our statement of principles. He says this: we believe in the unity of all life and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. Yes, indeed. God is personal to all who feel the indwelling presence. And so I'm wondering, do we feel that indwelling presence this morning? Are we feeling the God within us as being that presence and power that's within us, expressing through and as us? If not, it might be time for us to sit back for a moment and just be in the silence and just do nothing but let our mind wander. Let ourselves be free of thought. I know, our brain loves to think. And so sometimes thoughts will pop in, but that's all right. What we're doing is seeing the thoughts of the divine when we allow ourselves to rest. I read a funny quote the other day that said, "Don't just do something, sit there." Yeah, I think it's like that. In order for us to feel the indwelling presence, we need to really just sit there. Maybe close our eyes, maybe turn within, maybe go deep, maybe meditate, whatever works for us. But what I know for sure is that indwelling God is within us. It's within you, it's within me. And as we allow this presence to express through and as us, we are shining our light. We are giving our gift. We are allowing ourselves to be that point of God consciousness on this planet. And when we allow ourselves to do that, it raises us up into a new level of being. If we want a world that works for us, we need to allow ourselves to be that place where love resides, where healing happens. We need to be that place where God can be seen as us. Now, that might all sound great and impossible and all of that. But what I want us to know is that when others see us in a light and see us feeling that presence expressing through us, they connect with that and they want to be near us. They want to have that. Now, some folks might think that our light is shining too brightly for them and it makes them squint their eyes and back up. And that's all right. That's where they are at that moment. But our light needs to shine in order for us to create a world that works for us. Because you see, this world that works for us is a world where we are filled with love and light and joy and laughter, abundance of every kind. We're filled with perfect health. We have wonderful relationships. We enjoy all that life has to offer us. And this world we want for us, but we also want it for other people because we are the unconditional love of the divine. And the divine wants all of this and more for each of us and says yes when we ask for it. So the good that we're seeking is also seeking us. So if we are looking for the perfect relationship, that relationship is looking for us. And when those two relationships come together, that allows both people to express God on a higher level. There's unconditional love, there's laughter, there's joy, there's a depth of knowing that there is only one life, and that life is God, and that life is their life right now. And all life seems to radiate that infinite light that is the divine. So you see, if we have a desire for more abundance, financial abundance, of course, we can attract that, and it's also seeking us, and we need to get out of our own way in order for us to have that abundance. And we do that by knowing the truth about ourselves and about the abundance of the universe. God is source, and the source of all things, the source of all substance, all supply, all money. We know that the presence of the divine is the source of all perfect health, all answered prayer, all unconditional love, all of it. And we can live in that abundance by tapping into that presence and power that is the truth of who we are. We need to sit and be there with it in order for it to really rise up within us and become that unconditional love that expresses out through the world. And when we give our gifts, I'm talking about our talents. When we give our gift of being a musician or a writer or someone who can just sit and listen, when we give our gift of being that person who can comfort another with a few words or a prayer, or if we give our gift of simply telephoning someone and saying, "Hi, I've been thinking about you. How are you?" Those gifts return to us multiplied abundantly. You see, it's not just about money, folks. We're talking about the abundance of all life. And whatever it is in the realm of abundance that we are seeking, it is seeking us. So all we need to do is remember to give thanks for it even before we see it. Say, "I am so grateful for the abundance of money in my checking account. I am so grateful for the abundance of friends and family that contact me and love me. I am so grateful for the Center for Spiritual Living in Redlands and for all that they do to keep me in prayer. I am so grateful for my home, for my car, for my pet, for my life, for my loved one." Even if we don't have those things in front of us, we can still be grateful for them, because you know what? That makes the universe stand up and pay attention and say, "Oh, they would like a little more love. So let's say yes to that." Of course, it's simple. You see, each of us in the morning, usually, we look in the mirror and we see a reflection of who we are in the morning. Now, sometimes it looks pretty interesting, doesn't it? Maybe our hair is all wonky, or maybe we look like we're just not quite ready to get out of bed, all yawny and eyes half closed and kind of puffy. But sometimes we might look in the mirror and see this beautiful, radiant being. What if we affirmed every morning when we look at ourselves in the mirror, "I see a beautiful, radiant being, and I am so grateful for that being looking back at me." That's your reflection. Starting the day like that will allow you to reflect that out into your world. And you can walk up to someone, maybe not say it out loud, but you can see a beautiful, radiant being in that person you're looking at. If there's someone that you love, go ahead and tell them. If it's someone you don't know, just smile and be recognizing that beautiful, radiant being that you see. Even under your mask, they'll smile back because they can see your eyes smiling. Yeah, it's okay. Unless you have on sunglasses, then that won't work so well. But smile at them anyway. Even if they can't see your actual smile, they'll see your eyes smiling. They'll see that beautiful, radiant countenance around you, and they won't be able to help but react or respond. So you see, we are the reflection that we want to see reflected back to us. Many years ago, while I was still calling square dances, I had the experience many times of going to a dance to call for them. I was the one telling them all what to do. And if I didn't have a lot of energy or enthusiasm or silliness expressing through me at that dance, there wasn't a lot of it coming back to me. If I expressed the fact that I was tired and I really needed to go home, but I was there to help entertain them, I'd get that tired feeling back to me, reflected back to me from the dancers. You see, it happens all the time. Life is a mirror. You are the reflection. Whoa. So, it's important for us to reflect our very best out into the world. Now, our very best can be the gifts that we bring, but it also can be the light that we are. You see, we are at the very soul level of us, at the very truth of our being, we are a light. I have seen this light. I'm not psychic or anything like that, but I have been in a place where I was able to just be. And I was very relaxed, and I looked up and I saw people who were orbs of light. And their orbs of light were connecting with other people's orbs of light. All of us connect by the light that we are. That's a cosmic connection, folks. And what I want us to know is that when we turn within and focus on that light tends to shine brighter. When we turn within and allow ourselves to be joyful, even in the midst of feeling down or like, gosh, this is never going to end, I'm never going to get to go outside again, all of that kind of thing. What we want to do is change our thought about that and radiate joy. And that joy will radiate out as light, and it will touch the light of other people, and it will allow them to have their light radiate out and touch another person, and on and on and on it goes. We could, by our light up the entire planet. What if we did that? Let's make that our practice this week. To actually not work at our light, but just allow our light to shine. And allow that light to express the gifts that we bring to this planet, the talent that we have, the joy that we have in serving another person, the joy that we have in just being. This will light up the world, truly. And then when we bring that light into our spiritual communities like we are doing here this morning, we light up our spiritual community so that it can be an orb of light that connects to other orbs of light throughout the community. And it brings joy and unconditional love and unconditional peace out into the community. If you are all in being a part of this light and being a part of our community as a light, put a note in the comments on Facebook and let us know, I'm all in, I'm a light, I share my light with everyone. Just let us know that you're here and you're wanting to be that light. Because what I know for sure is that when we make a commitment to do that, the universe has our back. The universe says, all righty then, I will stand behind you and help you shine your light. I will help you give your gifts. I will bring you to people who so need what you have to offer. Yeah. This is how we do this, folks. This is how we bring peace and joy and love and laughter and light and unconditional love to our planet. And isn't it needed right now? Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. So as it says, many hands make light work. Well, many lights make like I can't say it. Many lights make light work. So shine your light this week and beyond. Shine your light into your families, into your friends. Phone someone that you've not spoken to in a long time and shine your light over the phone. Say, how you been doing? How are things going? Do you know how much you're loved? Anything to help connect to your light with their light and allow their light to shine. Let them tell you how they've been doing. Let them share with you all the good that's been happening. And if they don't have a lot of good to share, perhaps you can be the one to encourage them. Or you can be the one to guide them to a practitioner or to a minister who would be able to pray with them and help to encourage them. You are the one who has the divine appointment on this planet right now, today, during this time in our history. You are the one who will bring light to all of those around you if you will simply allow that light to shine so brightly. You are the one that can make a world that works for you and works for everyone else. And all we need to do is practice bringing our light into the world. Let's practice that this week. What I want you to remember about this practice is that you are important. I want you to say this after me. I am important. Yes, you are. You're an important part of the manifestation of unconditional love and peace and harmony in your family, within yourself, within your community, within your spiritual community, and within the world. You are an important factor in bringing your gifts and talents so that others can feel lit up from the inside. You're the one. You are important. So let's repeat our affirmation together this morning. Let's do it twice so we really cement it in. The affirmation is, I am an important part of the whole in a world that works for everyone. Who I am makes a difference. I am an important part of the whole in a world that works for everyone. Who I am makes a difference. Yes, it does. And so it is. I love you.
When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing, no, nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me. Soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should grow dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together, call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. Hey, ain't it good to know that you got a friend? People can be so cold, they'll hurt you, yes, and desert you, and take your soul if you let them. Oh no, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Oh yeah, yeah, you've got a friend.
It's now time for our offering. This is the time for us to give our financial gifts in support of Center for Spiritual Living here in Redlands, California. And I want you to know that we deeply appreciate every gift that is given, large and small. There's no big or small in God. And so we appreciate all that you give in your time, in your talent, and your treasure. In order to give today, you have several options. You can give using the donate button on the top of the Facebook page, and that will take you to a place where you can indicate how much you'd like to give and how you'd like to give it. You can also go to our website at cslredlands.org. There's a donate button there, and you can give. That takes you to PayPal, and you can give there. You can also give using Zelle through your bank. And you can also give using Venmo. And you can also give by writing a check and putting it in our secure mailbox at our center. Or you can write us a check and mail it to our center. All of the information is on your screen below, and it's also on the right side of the Facebook page under See More. Let's hold our gift in our hand and pray our offering affirmation together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice, a spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice, a spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world.
It is now time for our closing healing prayer. And so I invite you to close your outer eyes and let's just turn within together and focus on that deep place within us, the center of our being, where the divine resides always. And in this place, we know that there is only one life, one power, one love, one perfection. And this life is God. It is the divine. It is the perfection of the universe. And it radiates itself out into the universe, into each one of us. It has created each one of us from this radiant light, this unconditional love. And so I know for each one of us that we are one with this one life. We are a part of this life, and it is a part of us. Wherever we are, God is all the time. And I know that as we move forward into this day, I know that we are blessed beyond measure. I know that everyone who feels a need for prayer this morning is blessed with an answer to that prayer. The universe is saying yes to that request because the universe loves us so much. It wants us to have all that we desire and require. And so I know for every person listening to this, watching it, within the sound of my voice, every person who feels the need for an answered prayer is already responded to by the universe in a resounding yes, and it manifests itself. And so I know for each one of us that we release any hesitation, any blocks to the answers to our prayers. I know for each of us that we are blessed with divine, perfect, whole and complete physical beings, mental beings, emotional beings, spiritual beings. Every body of our being is whole and perfect and complete and clear and filled with joy. Every part of us is unlimited in the amount of joy that comes through us, because we are God, and God is unlimited. And I speak my word for our Center for Spiritual Living in Redlands. I know this beautiful center is filled with that beautiful light that we have created inside the building, Picture it within your mind, that beautiful light that is expanding throughout the building, throughout the garden, and into the fellowship building, knowing that every nook and cranny is filled with the light. Every doorway, every window, every cupboard, all of it is filled with that light of God. And I know that this light permeates out through the walls, out into the community, touching all of the lights of everyone around us. And I know that this light continues to generate itself and create itself over and over again as it connects with, and creates even more light out into the universe. I know that we are an abundant place of worship. I know that we are abundant on every level. And I know this is true for every individual listening to my voice. We are abundance in form. And there is nothing that would keep us from the abundance that we desire. And so we release every block that might be blocking it. We just let it go. Shake your head. Just let it go. I know for each one of us that we are blessed, maintained, loved unconditionally. And I know for each of us that we are a light into the world. And we shine this light brightly and profusely. And it is that light that allows us to express the divine so much more clearly and more beautifully. I know for each of us that we are the blessing in this world. We are the love in this world. We are the peace in this world. And so in this knowing, I give thanks. I give thanks because the law is doing its perfect work by saying yes. I give thanks for all of the abundance that we are generating right here in this moment. I give thanks for all that is and all that is yet to be, because I know it is magnificent and perfect in every way. I give thanks that the law hears these words and says yes, and it is already fully manifested for us to see and touch and realize in our individual lives and in our collective lives. And so we simply allow it to be so as we anchor it by saying, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Aho.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fail. Let me learn from all the ways I fail. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing. Let me share the good that's overflowing. And let me care for those around the world. Let me care for those around the world. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way.
And so now that our Sunday experience has concluded, you're invited to join us in the Zoom room by following the links and the instructions that you'll see. So it's simple. Just come on in and say hi. You can turn on your video, you can see others, you can hear others, and check in and connect. We're usually in the Zoom room following our Sunday service for about 30 minutes or so. So come on in, say hello. Know that you're never alone. You're always loved. You're always completely sourced, supplied, and maintained by the power and the presence, the love, and the grace of God.